Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Great League Remix team, and again, I built this one around fire, and again, it did really, really well. So Skeledirge, with the meta the way it is, you think of like, why is fire doing well? Well, it's because obviously, let's just talk about the pros. The pros are um, Skarmory, Charge Bugs everywhere, um, and then just in neutral matchups, fire is like a pretty okay typing. Um, But resistances, water, lots of mud boys out there. Polyrath's on my team. A lot of other waters out there, a lot of mud boys, and dragons is resisted. And that's where Skeledirge kind of comes in play, having the disarming voice Shadow Ball. I don't really want to talk about it even more than I already have, but like, it's honestly the best starter Pokemon without a community move I've ever used. It's just so strong. Definitely the Incinerate buff has helped immensely. You're going to be weak to water, you're going to be weak to dragons. So Polyrath with the counter Icy Wind is a pretty good way to go there. And then Guzzlord in the back. So Skeledirge, Polyrath, I do have one loss at the end here to Jellicent, right? Jellicent's really tough. You can get a Shadow Ball off on Jellicent, but it's just a losing matchup anyways with the Skeledirge. And obviously Polyrath, you have nothing to throw. But Guzzlord does handle it, obviously resisting all the moves there. So let's look at battles. You're going to see, like, I got hard countered in, like, 2 or 3 battles that I ended up winning. So I don't know if this is, like, wow, such a good team that you can get around hard counters, or just, like, I played really well and it's a bad team comp that I just kind of stuck with. But no, I think it actually is a good team comp. The Jellicent on the front's the hardest. Yeah, dragons are mostly okay. So let's talk about this. They catch on a Digger's Bee, which is like an okay catch. But now that gets me my Polyrath on this, which is going to be huge. You can take a Scorching Sands with ease here, and they will get to it first, which is fine. I'll farm up a bit. Just want to come out with some energy. I think an Icy Wind would take out from this range. I'm almost positive it would. I don't think it's worth the extra like risk, but a super effect, it's pretty tanky. Once I saw a counter user, I was like, okay, I need to immediately throw this Icy Wind, because one, it's super glassy because it's a shadow, and two, lowering attack, I can get more counters off, which is nice. I'm basically going to force it to throw here, and if you don't throw, I'm going to get a move off here and take you out. And then what is in the back? What is left of their first Pokemon? Mantine. So Mantine's the other core breaker. Not core breaker, but tough for the team because your Incinerator is resisted. That said, it's not like Mantine has a water move, right? It's got Air Release and it's got Ice Beam. Ice Beam is resisted. So this matchup is bad for you. But as you saw, I landed a Shadow Ball. They'll get to 2 Air Releases and take me out in the zeros. But not terrible. Right? I took a Mantine, a water Pokemon, to the deep red with a Guzzlord. Sorry, with a Skeledirge. I'm also getting coming Guzzlord here. Actually, it didn't even take me out. I lived. And they caught on the Whiscash. So that's okay chip damage. Coming in here, Scald is resisted on both Pokemon. Coming in here, I don't think there's a real... You can come in either, quite honestly. I think Polyrath with the counter and Scald is just such a nice combo. And then if they come back in here, they're switch locked. So I can get out of there immediately, start getting ahead on energy here. Could be an Ice Beam. Just don't want to take that. I have 2 shields. Might want to start using them. And what is in the back? It is a Swampert. You're going to have a real tough time against a Guzzlord Polyrath combo in the back. Mirror match. To bait or not to bait? Again, we both went for the extra Incinerate. It shouldn't matter because you should, if the game works properly, get an Incinerate through when your opponent goes for the charge move. Anyways, we CMP both bait here. I go straight Shadow Ball because I'm like, okay, you know what? Take it out. You know my rule. Generally, take it out or grab that second shield. Once I grab the second shield, I'm like, okay, this is easy, just like Guzzlord or something range. And they bait, which is big, because now they're going to have to go here. The problem is, Polyrath counter is resisted, so I can't take it out before they get to a move. And Guzzlord's Dragon Tail is neutral, but they will get to a move, and that is a super effective disarming, double super effective disarming voice on a Dark Dragon. So I 100% need to shield that. Do get the farm down, have energy. Let's see what they come out with. Lickitung. And Lickitung is not a good answer because I am resisting the licks. One thing I want to check, yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. I'm just going to check Crunch versus Dragon Claw. I'm pretty sure Crunch is the move to do if you, for damage per energy, but I just want to confirm that. What is in the back? What is in the back is a Gligar. I luckily just chipped this huge here, plus lower the attack gives me a huge advantage there. Crunch is 40. This microphone before, so if you're just wondering what that pause was, I knocked out the cord that connects my microphone to my computer. So that's weird. Anyways, yes, damage per energy, you want to go Crunch. 45 energy for 84 damage, as opposed to 35 energy for 60 damage Dragon Claw, 1.71 for Dragon Claw, 1.87 damage per energy for Crunch. So Crunch is the better move. Interesting. Brutal Swing is 5 energy less, 6 damage less, so a better damage per energy. Why? That's interesting. Why are they recommending? Because the damage difference between Crunch and Brutal Swing is not much, but the energy generation is 5, and the damage per energy is actually better on. Let me just put both of them into PV Poke and let's see what. Are we going to change what we use for moving forward, or is. I think it's because Crunch has a chance to lower the attack. Defense. 30% chance to lower defense. I think that's probably why Crunch gets the boost. Dragon here, you just kind of stay in because you can hopefully get to two very disarming voices, which I can, and then I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to get farmed down. I'm just doing whatever IVs, and the whatever IVs say Brutal Swing is one more loss to Gligar. So I'm guessing it's just like the Crunch chance of lowering your opponent's attack coming into play there, or defense there. But yeah, interesting. Frostlass against Poliwrath, getting the Scald off here, not enough. They're going to come out with some energy here. Oh, I remember this one. I really messed this up. I'm like, for sure I can incinerate down here. They can't take me out here. Yes, they can. And now they're loaded with energy. And now they're going to take me out here. So that was really, really, really dumb. I really thought I could incinerate down. But, I mean, I was halfway through the incinerate animation. It's just that I got caught while they took me down. Jellicent here. I am going straight Guzzlord. This is one of them. I'm almost guarantee you that I'm going to flip. I'm going to get hard counter to win this matchup. I can already tell just based on the lead and switch here. Because you're like, terrible lead, terrible switch. But this Guzzlord it's kind of like the Dragonair matchup, right? The Shadow Dragonair wins the one shield against Frostlass. And this is kind of what it's looking like for Guzzlord too. So I just grabbed both shields on the Frostlass. I at this point could just let this go down and come in Skeledirge and get that one Incinerate through, which is enough to take it out. A little bit of energy here. Jellicent comes back in. I will be able to Shadow Ball it. It does not have shield. I can live a Surf. So I'm going to see, yeah, I'm not totally surprised. I'm going to throw this Shadow Ball and then just try and go one shield Poliwrath because Poliwrath's pretty good. Now, if I'm seeing a Jellicent on the front, they probably don't have an answer on the back unless it's a Charger Bug. But that said, energy advantage, shield advantage still means I can probably come out with this. I told you I got hard countered, and I told you no attack drop there, but I will get to a move the Icy Wind here and take this out. So that is a Jellicent on a Skeledirge, a Frostlass on a Guzzlord, and a Charjabug on a Poliwrath, and that is a win for me. I had a couple of those. I was just like, dang, I'm playing great, or just like the team can get out of stuff like that. Steelix, I tried it today. I said you're gonna see my video this afternoon, which I shot. Nice, really nice catch on the Shadow Ball here. I shot my video this afternoon earlier than I shot this, and I said I'm gonna try Steelix. I hated it. It's a, what is it, 50% chance now, and I got the lower attack none of the 6 times I threw. And when you do that, it just becomes like a terrible Pokemon. When I did my initial analysis on it, I said that like if you get the attack fall like 50% of the time, it's not a bad Pokemon. But if you get it less, it's just like you really feel it. And I really felt it not getting it today. So tried it with a team, dropped a bunch of rating because I did terrible with it. So no, you're not seeing that team. You got this team this morning. You got is it the Giraffe Rig this afternoon? Yeah, the fun Giraffe Rig one this afternoon. And then I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to find a team tomorrow. I saw at least one viewer submission come through. So I will showcase. I'll look at that to see if I can showcase it. If you're gonna send me battles, so first of all, thanks for sending battles if you have sent them. I like a mixture of win and losses, and I also need at least there's like 10 battles here for me. So that's about what I like to showcase. I've had a couple people give me like 5 battles. 5 battles is enough. 5 battles at 1.5 speed is going to be like an 8-minute video. Like it's just not sufficient. So you need like 10 battles. Kind of forcing them to throw here. Have a shield. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Have a shield. Should probably use it because then I get countered down here. I thought I could get to the Icy Wind before they countered me down because their attack was lowered twice. Thought wrong. Dragonair, get out of there immediately. Shadow Vic. Okay, again. So won this game, stuttering. Yep. But here we are again. Dragon on my fire on a dragon. Getting a Poliwrath on a Shadow Vic. I know they have energy, so they're just gonna acid spray me to lower my defense. So I tried to let the Switch Clock glow up as much as I could. Unfortunately, I'm still going to get hit with a bunch of Dragon Breaths here before I can get this off and burn the Switch Clock. They're likely to shield. I'm going to try and instant swap out of here. And I can. And it is a fighter in the back. But much like the Frostlass matchup, it's bad for me. But it's not bad when you have shield advantage and energy advantage against a very, very glossy Pokemon. So I will take that 2 shield advantage into Skeledirge here. We'll need to shield up a Night Slash, potentially 2 if they get 2 off. But they do not get 2 off. I'm at a move. Disarming Voice, super effective. Not enough to take it out. I can Incinerate off to take this out. And that is, a Dragon on a Fire, a Grass on my Poliwrath, and a Fighter on my Guzzlord, and that was the second hard counter that I came back from. Right? I said I knew I had like 3 or 4 games. I'll probably make at least 1 or 2 of these a short, just for that YouTube algo. Trying to get short views here, not short views. I'm actually trying to get short subscribers to come here. But yeah, definitely came back from a few battles here. Does this seem slow? This is at normal speed. I forgot to speed this up. No, we're not watching this. We'll just fast forward it. Okay, so I got against a terrible matchup. They're going to take me down. I come back in Skeledirge. I have to shield up a Brave Bird. I'm down a shield. They had a good lead. Maybe I'll come out with some energy here. We'll see what comes in when I eventually get to... What did I go backwards on speed here? Oh, it is a Stunfisk. Get a shot ball off. This will chip, and they let it go. Lickitung in the back gives me a chance to win. Power Whip, shielded up. I think my only win condition was shielding that Power Whip, coming out with a bunch of like Icy Winds here / moves. So Icy Wind the Stunfisk, and then they are low. So because I Icy Winded, this discharge will not take out, and I'm able to counter / down because they left a shield in play. So just go straight fast move damage. I swear, I hope I did the other ones. Okay, 1.5 speed, that is better. Okay, Whiscash lead, terrible lead, coming Guzzlord. Scald is resisted, so I'm guessing this is just a Mud Bomb. I actually had a couple throw Scald at me. I guess they just try and lower your attack, but that one is correctly Mud Bomb. So Guzzlord will get a Crunch off here. Get the defense fault, right? I think that's why people run Crunch over Brutal Swing. Take them down, which is nice. But if they're not getting out here, I've got to believe they have an answer to Skeledirge in the back here. It's not Skarmory, that's for sure. So get this Crunch off. I'm surprised. What was their lead? I'm surprised they didn't come in Skarmory. It could be Brave Bird, so I will shield this up. I'll be coming out with energy here. For Gligar, which is one of their 2 shield win conditions here, right? You just double shield this. I'm going to try and grab both shields. What I'm trying to do here is grab both shields before they find out what my back Pokemon is, because then with that advantage, this Icy Wind will one-shot. So when you don't, that's kind of a, not a secret of mine, but like something to consider if you're ever in that position. I talked about how I gotta do this video again. I talked about how there's like 3 things you need to actually win a GBL matchup. Shield advantage, energy advantage, switch advantage. And this kind of comes into switch advantage, but it also is like almost a 4th one, and that is like a knowledge advantage. What is your opponent's team versus what is your team? They are in the situation where they have a Skeledirge, which is throwing moves. We know that Skeledirge, this is a Shadow Gligar for starters, so it's already Glacier. And we know that like a Shadow Ball from a Skeledirge would do a ton of damage to a Gligar. So they don't know what's in the back yet. So it could just be like it could be my own flyer, it could be my own Gligar. They don't know what it is, right? It could be Skarmory, it could be whatever. Like they do not know what my back Pokemon is, so they have to knowing like I don't know what your back Pokemon is, but I know that this potential Shadow Ball will do a ton of damage on me. I have to shield this, and that way you can grab the shields, and then knowing your advantage, play it. And that's exactly what I did here. Took that not knowing what my back Pokemon is advantage, getting off the Icy Wind, which will one-shot. And now the Skarmory was not going to resisted Steel Wing me down before I take it out. And Skeledirge, oh my god, I forgot to do this again. What is wrong with me? So, I know exactly what happens in this matchup, but okay, so great lead. I saw the ground, so I got out, but I should have waited because it is actually a poison Clodsire, so I should have definitely stayed in there. Should have stayed in there, got at least 2 more Incinerates, and probably thrown the Shadow Ball before I make this move. Because Clodsire is tanky, and Clodsire still hits decently well. So they're probably at this point, if they wanted to flip switch, I did shield up 1. So I will take it down, but down a shield and down a lot of health. And what ends up happening is a Jellicent in the back. So this is a top left because they have a shield advantage Jellicent on my Skeledirge and Poliwrath. So this game's over. But yeah, this kind of separates like the best players from not that I'm bad, but like that's kind of a rookie mistake. Like on Pokemon that can have 2 moves. Jellicent, I just ran into the other one. Jellicent with Bubble or Hex. Clodsire with the Poison Sting or Mud Shot. Like that significantly changes the outcome. I mean, if you had like a Gligar or you had a Skarmory in the back and they had a Clodsire, you don't need to wait. That's just an instant swap. But if in situations like that where it's like one move does super effective and one is resisted, like take the moment, figure out what they have, because then that will tell you what is your best play moving forward, which I did not do there. Anyways, that is it. That's a team. Sorry, this was kind of all over the place. I knocked my mic, disconnected my mic for like 30 seconds, and then I didn't do the speed on two battles. And I usually do it on every one. Never mind. I don't usually miss one. And if I do, it's a rarity. 2 and 1. It's been a long day. We're getting a ton of snow, and I had to shovel. My back's killing me. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. So giraffe rig this afternoon, and then I'll figure out 1 or 2 videos for tomorrow, and then league turnover top teams on Friday. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.